Okay, I'm in my new hot rod, Christine. Christine, drive me to the supermarket. Hello, I am Robert.
And I'm Val.
What's the movie today, Val?
Today is Christine from 1983.
This film, which is a Stephen King novel adaptation by the same name, was directed by John Carpenter, who is one of my favorite directors. He's done a lot of horror movies. Have you ever heard of, I don't know, Halloween, for instance, or Escape from New York? Great films. It's about a young nerdy boy who buys a weird, strange car, 1950s Plymouth, and he kind of becomes obsessed with it, and maybe it starts to do weird things. But the plus side is, he gets cool. That's why I wore this jaunty hat, because I wanted to be cool, like Arnie from the film.
She'll possess you, she'll destroy you. She's hell on wheels. She's Christine.
Christine, how do you feel about inanimate objects like a car, sort of, I don't know, coming to life and being sentient and all that stuff?
I love it.
I think it's dumb.
Tell me how you feel, Robert. Tell me how you feel.
I think it's dumb. I hated this other movie, which predates this, Christine. 1971. It's the first killer car movie I ever saw. It's called The Car.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, you would love it. It's terrible. Evil, same plot, sort of. Evil car. Wants to kill people.
Well, the name wasn't very creative.
Then there's a follow-on, which was not related, but 3 years later, in 1974, there's another film. This time, it's like a possessed bulldozer. I think this one was made for TV. It's called Killdozer.
So this is like Maximum Overdrive.
Well, talk about, that's another Stephen King, it's a short story, it was called Trucks, and they felt the need, after Christine was made, they felt the need to make a full feature-length movie out of it with Emilio Estevez. Did you see that one?
I did.
Did you like that one?
I did.
I thought it sucked.
If you love AC/DC, this movie is for you.
Well, I mean, you can make any movie great by slapping on AC/DC in the soundtrack.
Well, I think we're totally going off topic in a different movie.
Yeah, stop distracting me.
Sorry.
Anyway, Christine, to go back to Christine, why'd you like this movie so much?
I'm a huge fan of older cars, and if a car has the ability to kill you and restore itself, I'm all for it.
I mean, I'm a fan of candy.
Cool.
I don't like candy that kills you, but yet you like cars that kill you.
Any candy can kill you.
I guess any car can kill you too, without being possessed in evil. So, in the book, which I read, Christine, the novel, a long time ago, I didn't think it was not one of his best novels, Stephen King's, but the car belongs to the previous owner, who's a really bad guy. And they kind of made the previous owner, who you don't see in the film, but you see his brother who's trying to unload the car because the previous owner had a horrible demise. But in the book, the previous owner he's just a really bad dude. So that in the book, the curse of the car, or the reason the car is evil,
Bad energy.
is bad energy from the owner. the opening sequence of this is in 1957. It's the assembly line where they're building this red car, Christine. And there are a couple accidents. One results in a death on the assembly line. So I guess in the movie, the car is cursed right at the beginning.
Manifests from the start.
They don't really explain why. Maybe it's like a blood thing, because the one guy gets his hand cut. And did that curse the cause? Was that the cause or the effect of the curse?
I think it was just the bad omens around what's happened already, and it just is a snowball effect of bad things happening with this car.
I think because you like the movie, you're cutting it too many breaks. I want more exposition.
But nobody cut the breaks in the movie.
Yeah,
there's no break cutting.
Fortunately, there was no break cutting scenes, which is very trite and overused.
Tell me that you hate this film in like one word.
Crapola. How's that? I mean, it's not the worst film I've ever seen. Certainly.
The beginning of the film, the car shows being built in the 50s, but the movie actually takes place in 78.
Yeah, that was a flashback showing how the car was built. But the guy who sells the car to Arnie, did you recognize that actor?
No.
I don't remember his name, but he plays the old man with the snow shovel in Home Alone. The thing about Christine is the car, I mean, not the movie, is Arnie gets her and takes her to that jerk's body shop, and he starts fixing her up. Now, to me, that was I had to make a little bit of a leap, because Arnie is such a nerdy dude that I don't think he knows how a wrench works or even a hammer.
He didn't have to.
Well, he did at the beginning. He had to replace parts and stuff like that. And maybe that's part of him becoming like possessed by the spirit of Christine or something. I don't know. But he fixes up the car. But then after that, the car basically fixes itself. And I have a little problem with that. I just don't like inanimate objects fixing themselves. Because how does it end? Like, there's no way you can fight that. If it's always going to come back from whatever you do to it, it just seems inevitable. Just let yourself get killed and get it over with. Like, I don't know. You don't see that? I find that's a problem for me. I do. It's me.
But Arnie sees the car and he's like, there's potential in that car, and he gave that car life. So it's from Arnie from the get-go. He gave that car life, and that car protected him just as much as he protected that car.
The car is clearly a girlfriend substitute for Arnie, who is well established as a virgin at the beginning of the film.
There's no car sex in this film.
There's no bosom alert.
No car sex.
No car sex. It's a movie about high schoolers. No car sex. No bosom alert. Just let me down. Big letdown. The book was better than the movie, but not one of Stephen King's best. In my opinion. Lines from the movie.
She looks smart, but she's got the body of a slut.
Maybe it's just that for the first time in my life, I've found something that's uglier than me. Thank you. Harry Dean Stanton from Repo Man and Alien, he plays a detective, and he's investigating a crime scene, and he says, I understand that one of the perpetrators defecated on the dashboard.
That is correct.
That means poop.
Thank you for the listen.
Let's give this, Christine, a pumpkin rating.
Okay. Are you asking me?
I want to see your pumpkin rating first.
Okay. Show me yours and I'll show you mine.
No, I want you to go first.
No, you.
No, you go first.
No, you.
I don't want to go first. I want to see what your pumpkin rating is.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
Okay. I'm going to stop at 2. I mean, the script was terrible, but it was a well put together movie. Yeah, how high are you going?
Sky's the limit.
The sky? You mean 5? Or if you're going to stop at 4?
You know what? I'll give it 4.
All right.
We'll compromise.
She's giving it 4. I'm giving it 2. That would be an average of 3. So if you like cars, sure, go watch it. If you like being scared, maybe watch something else.